Freedom is something that dies unless it's used. The only difference between the sane and the insane is that the sane have the power to lock up the insane. Objective journalism is one of the main reasons that American politics has been allowed to be so corrupt for so long. Yesterday's weirdness is tomorrow's reason why. There are many harsh lessons to be learned from the gambling experience, but the harshest one of all is the difference between having fun and being smart. I am a generous man, by nature, and far more trusting than I should be. Indeed, the real world is risky territory for people with generosity of spirit. Beware. I hate to advocate drugs, alcohol, violence, or insanity to anyone, but they've always worked for me. In a closed society where everybody is guilty, the only crime is getting caught. In a world of thieves, the only final sin is stupidity. When the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. Politics is the art of controlling your environment. The person who doesn't scatter the morning dew will not comb grey hairs. The edge? There is no honest way to explain it because the only people who really know where it is are the ones who have gone over. You better take care of me, Lord, if you don't you're gonna have me on your hands. Some may never live, but the crazy never die. Good news is rare these days, and every glittering ounce of it should be cherished and hoarded and worshipped and fondled like a priceless diamond. There is nothing more helpless and irresponsible than a man in the depths of an ether binge. Remember this, folks, I am a hillbilly, and I don't always bet the same way I talk. Good advice is one thing, but smart gambling is quite another. Truth is weirder than any fiction I've seen. I hate pain, despite my ability to tolerate it beyond all known parameters, which is not necessarily a good thing. I believe the Republicans have never thought that democracy was anything but a tribal myth. Crazy is a term of art, insane is a term of law. Remember that, and you will save yourself a lot of trouble. I learned a long time ago that reality was much weirder than anyone's imagination. You can turn your back on a person, but never turn your back on a drug, especially when it's waving a razor-sharp hunting knife in your eye. For every moment of triumph, for every instance of beauty, many souls must be trampled. There is no such thing as paranoia. Your worst fears can come true at any moment. It was the law of the sea, they said. Civilization ends at the waterline. Beyond that, we all enter the food chain, and not always right at the top. the world is still a weird place, despite my efforts to make clear and perfect sense of it. I have never believed much in luck, and my sense of humor has tended to walk on the dark side. I have a theory that the truth is never told during the 9 to 5 hours. Luck is a very thin wire between survival and disaster, and not many people can keep their balance on it. All the blood is drained out of democracy. It dies when only half the population votes. If you're going to be crazy, you have to get paid for it, or else you're going to be locked up. As long as I'm learning something, I figure I'm okay. It's a decent day.